What's good, Benjamin? Welcome back. So, yeah, basically, yeah, we're back. I kind of need to do some work on my phone, but I'll do it later, I guess. The treatment here was pretty filthy. All good. I need to quickly get the hospital on. We're not even like sleepy though, but I need to do some research apparently. So I guess we'll do that. Hmm. Okay, well, it looks like in research, I have to do something. Hold on. No one's gonna actually stop me though. I'll just not add it on YouTube then. Lol. Okay, we're back. Well, is there anything else to talk about? Not really. Apparently, the only thing was that apparently yesterday at our trout thing, you're not allowed to burley the water or something. Who's gonna stop me? It must have been the wind, no? What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Yep. Must have been the wind. So unfortunately, it looks like when it comes to YouTube, we're gonna have to cut out us burleying the water. But who cares? It's fine. It is what it is. I wasn't even, the shrimp and the burley, right? Apparently, I had to like cut the shrimp and throw in the water to get the trout. But I was actually getting eels instead, so it must have been the wind. You know what I mean? So yeah, because apparently you're not allowed to catch eels. No, I mean you're not allowed to catch trout after burleying the trout water. But you see, I was actually getting eels, so the trout just got my hook. But technically, when I was catching the trout, it was only one hook, one shrimp. So technically, yeah. And the shrimp that was in the water before, that was the wind. You know, must have been the wind. Anyways, dude, there's nothing else to talk about. But I want to see if I could do something for AI real quick. Alright, so I was talking for like a long time. I was thinking, apparently, you're not allowed to burley the lake. So I had to so far private the videos, but I'm thinking of keeping the main one up. I'm just gonna change the thumbnail and keep the law there because I ain't getting rid of it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it though. Yeah, apparently you're not allowed. Yeah, it was better. All I know is that I'm probably gonna unlist it or edit it out just a tiny bit, and that's about it. But yeah, whatever. I was during a treadmill thing. We were basically just typing to AI to check the rules, and that was basically it. Yeah, there's nothing much. There's nothing much else to talk about there. I just think about how I'm gonna keep the video raw, but I mean at the same time, technically, if someone wanted to get me, they would get me anyways because, well, I mean, I think I said this before, but like, the drone footage has its own things as well, and plus speeding as well. So like, who's gonna stop me? You're gonna have to come put me in jail or something. I don't know. But for now, I'm gonna probably re-upload that video. No, I'm probably gonna I'm just gonna have to change the thumbnail and title because no one watches. If I remove the lake row and just say me fishing, no one's gonna care. I just gotta just change the thumbnail and change the title name, but leave the footage there because like who's gonna stop me, right? You don't even know which lake is that. Well, it depends. I'm not actually worried about like the actual. I'm not actually worried about the fish. I'm worried about the video because that is straight up metadata. I want to keep around 3 5s. Alright, so yeah, so far it's pretty simple. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't think there's anything else to talk about except there's just like one. like one person who's like staring at me intensely. I don't know why. Like it's golden hour, right? It's golden hour, but there's a usually it's the when it's the regulars, right? We're chilling, but right now there's no regulars here, and the new one is just staring at me. Is there anything else to talk about? Not really. I'm like 4 5 now. I just need to think about how to manage the data on the lake thing. It's okay, I'll just keep it private for now. Apparently you're not allowed to burley the lake, which I was talking to AI about it. I guess that's the rules, is what it is. But the thing about it is that it's not actually illegal to shrimp fish. It's just not allowed to throw them in the water. Oh no, you're allowed to throw them in the water. You're just not allowed to catch trout with them. Which, I'll see about it. There's many ways to bypass it because the only way that I was talking to AI about it the whole time. Basically, the only way to actually get legally caught is if a ranger videoed you throwing it into the water and you're catching a trout and keeping it. But yeah, must have been the wind. Must have been the wind. Because when we fish the trout, we treat it like carp. Like carp requires burley and stuff. But apparently you're not allowed to do that with trout because they're like a game fish. But I don't know. The AI is talking to me about it. The AI is like this. The AI is like you shouldn't feed them shrimp because you want them to live. You want them to like you want them to not like have a habit of eating the shrimp, right? But at the same time, the whole purpose of the trout there is to get killed. So it's like, I'll see. Literally the goat there, no doubt about it. The goat's right there. Anyways, bro, I need to move. Oh, no, not yet. But dude, this is just like he went to the bathroom, I think. But this is just one new person here. It's just really weird. I might actually just avoid it. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna take their. Just gonna avoid. Dude, there is some really weird. Not weird, but definitely something that I'm not gonna. He went to the locker room, but dude, during that entire thing, I was a bit. The reason I was quiet is because there was this like new. I mean, he's in the changing rooms right now, but like, bro, there was this like. He didn't even make it. He didn't even try hide it. He was like, oh, he's back. Hold on. Gotta stay. Shimmy sham. I think he's leaving though. The Burleys, we're gonna go back towards our normal area. Oh, he's leaving. Yeah, so like I said, during when I was doing the goat there, right? There was this new person that came here, right? Like, someone that you don't recognize, and they were just staring at me the entire time, bro. I hear like sound barriers on, but he was more looking at my cameras and stuff. Even though I wasn't even facing him, he wasn't even in shot. But bro was just staring. Made it real obvious he was just looking at me. It's right there. Just did my own thing. But anyways, is there anything to talk about besides that? So burleying isn't allowed for for the trout, and apparently the only reason I have to actually private it is because apparently they can like seize your. I don't know. For some reason, in people in New Zealand, they're like really strict about like fishing. So I'm a bit weird. Like, bro, no joke. The people like the fishing in New Zealand, the laws are like crazy. Like, bro, I've seen those. They literally make TV shows of it. Like a family's trying to get like a feed, right? Like they get like like fish or crayfish. Matter of fact, it's just like in general, people just get really like fishing and stuff, right? No, I'm joking. Look, at the end of the day, there's no life without dark because the AI made a pretty good point. Basically said if everyone copied my shrimp method, right? Like if everyone copied that shrimp method, it would actually be bad for the lake because imagine everyone throwing handfuls of shrimp. One, there's only going to be so much shrimp in the water before the trout are full, right? Like water trout are full of shrimp, And then if more people start burrowing the water, then it'll create an algae bloom, ammonia spike, because too much spoilage in the water, and it's a lake as well. It's not like running water. So at the end of the day, it's honestly I agree with the AI I guess that's why it's a rule, because if you really think about it, right? If you really think about it, if everyone followed that method, the lake would get ammonia spiked pretty fast because the trout can only eat so much shrimp before they're full, right? And once the trout are full and people still throwing burley into the water, the lake will actually just get ammonia spiked algae bloom, GG, right? So to a degree, it makes sense because yeah, like even if it's just from us, one hand, like two handfuls, less than 200 grams, right? But more people doing it, GG. So at the end of the day, it makes sense. So I can't really, it's not like that dark, right? There's no right or wrong. So yeah, that's about it. I just have to gatekeep my own method. I don't know. The cushion here is really soft. Now, is there anything to talk about? I see. Oh yeah, there is actually quite. There is actually some stuff to talk about. For our arc series, really had to be readjusted. It's kind of getting insane. I did a long talk about how we're going to do the arc series, but I need to drink water first, so shut up. We're late. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm just going to combine it with Earthlog. Yeah, I'm going to just combine it with the Earthlog, is what it is. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. I'll just combine it with the Earthlog. Yeah, whatever. I will need to keep the law. I'll see about it. I don't know. Apparently, she's not allowed to burley it, which I understand. But again, the main thing I just want is the video. So what I'm gonna have to do is just cut out me burleying it. That's all I gotta do. Just cut it out. You know. But I'm still gonna keep the footage of catching the fish. I'll see about it. All I know is that if burleying really is illegal, oh yeah, okay. But I was just thinking and talking with the phone, right? Honestly, if that's the case, then it's just gonna be really annoying to. It's not even worth catching it then. If it, you know what I mean? It's like yeah, here's what it is, whatever. Anyways, yeah, there's not really much else to talk about, to be honest. Yeah, there's not really much to talk about now. Instead of doing the cable thing, I want to try this instead. I haven't tried this in a while, but this one is apparently pretty decent. So this is what happens when I have a phone, by the way. When I've actually got a phone and things to discuss, I barely talk. Too busy talking with the AI to see what kind of scenario they could come up with. You know, I was basically just talking to the AI about how hard it is for a ranger to actually catch someone using Burley. Like without video evidence, like us, like without if we had no headcam. Oh, you gotta change your weight on this thing. It's too heavy. But yeah, I was basically just talking to AI about how basically it's really impossible to catch. Like yeah, like the rules are really weird, really hard because it's like you're not allowed to burley, right? But then you're allowed to fish with shrimp, so it's like it's really kind of it's a very big loophole, right? Because if you're really worried about burleying with shrimp, then you might as well just ban bait altogether. But no, so it's really like plus again, like I said, this channel here has got literally like lots of legal stuff, anyways. You know, no, I said the word faggot. Oh, you know what I mean? Can't say any kind of racist stuff or whatever. Jail instantly. Not allowed to talk smack to the government. Not allowed to talk smack to the elites. Not allowed to fly a drone without a license or something. Someone stop me. I don't know. Not allowed speed. Is what it is. You'll get me one day. Alright, what is done. Whew. Anyways, is there anything to talk about? Oh yeah, the Arc series, bro. Okay, so enough to talk about that stupid as like fishing thing, whatever. I already caught them anyways. But yeah, we need to work on. I was thinking about the Arc series as well. The Arc series definitely needs to be worked on because it seems like we actually might have to start combining the realms. So what that means, it really just depends because aberration is slightly different. I see about it there. I think the next mission, what I'm gonna do in our Arc series is aberration. I think getting a crab might work. I see that. There's so many things to do right now. Um, because in extinction we need like, hold on, angles. Yeah, like in extinction we need. In extinction we actually need to start changing realms. Like changing. Yeah, we're gonna have to start combining the realms, right? So I need to think of a new series name as well. Ark Survival. I need to think of a good name and a decent thumbnail. Actually, no need. There's no need. If we're gonna play Extinction, we'll keep it in Extinction. But the thing is, though, is that if I, no, I don't know. What kind of thumbnail would I even add then? I'm gonna have to add some kind of. I might have to change the series name because if we do Extinction, then how do I say it? If we do Extinction, but then we have to spend like another couple hours on Scorched Earth to do some maintenance work, then how would I name the base? How would I name that series then? Because I say extinction, but then we spend like 1 hour on scorched earth organizing my stuff. So I need to really think about a new series name. Oh, we have to think of a new series name and a new thumbnail as well. So that's something I should probably type that down too. I'll type that down. Hold on. I'll type it down too. A lot of things coming here right now. Also, we have more hunting and fishing today. Yeah, let me type it down first. Okay, so our think of our series name and thumbnail because we will be joining realms. We will be combining realms, combining realms. You know? Yeah, because it would make sense, right? Actually, what? I don't know if it would make sense or not. Actually, I don't even know if that would make sense or not because, like, imagine if I do the next episode of Expired Earth, right? But then if I say, okay, the next episode is an Expired Earth, but then when we're not even like even an Expired Earth playing Scorched Earth, you know? But it depends on the arc. I'm gonna have to really think about it. I'm gonna have to think about it. Actually, I don't know. I think I might just keep it at because when we change maps, we'll focus on that, right? So yeah, I'll think about it. Or maybe it just depends on which realm we go to. Dude, I'm gonna have to think about that because then the playlist won't make sense. Man, I'm gonna have to really think about it. But joining realms, if I should just name a new series, I think naming a new series would save the trouble of like, yeah, I think naming a new series might save the trouble because imagine this, right? We do like Expired, we're focused on doing Extinction, right? But then we hop into our scorched earth world for like 1 to 2 hours to do some like maintenance work, right? But then I can't name it Cooked Earth episode because then in the playlist it wouldn't really make sense. So I'm really gonna have to like just do some kind of new combination or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep gonna keep Aberration solo though, but Aberration is definitely kind of getting annoying. This thing's not that bad too. I like this thing. And I was thinking about I was still only I'm getting distracted. This is what happens when I have a phone, bro. Because like I'm typing to AI and like we're making some funny stuff. Not funny stuff, but I'm talking about like scenarios, right? Because I'm talking to AI about basically what I'm saying to the AI right now is if you're a ranger, this the fact that you allow bait and shrimp, but you're not allowed burley, makes it almost near it makes it pretty much almost near impossible to really catch someone. You know, yeah, I'm just doing AI because basically, when it comes to the Burley rule, technically it's just like a time problem because if you still without bait and trim, over time it's gonna have the same effects regardless. So really, just speeding up the time, which is why and that's why I like the Burley because it just saves efficiency. I don't even know what we're on. Yep, okay, I just went to a logical talk with AI. I really should speak it out loud, but the logic makes sense, right? It's like, how do I say it? I was talking to the AI about basically how, hold on, basically talking to the AI about how do you say it? Technically, if you really cared about the environment, if you really cared about the environment of the lake and stuff, right? Then dumping a whole bunch of trout isn't actually helping the environment at all. You're just shocking it. So it basically is just for sport. So yeah, I was just basically talking to yeah, sorry. That's what happens when I have a phone. That's exactly what happens when I have a phone and Wi-Fi. I don't even talk. I just kind of just start talking to AI. But basically, to give a quick summary, basically talk to AI about the Burley method and how, as a ranger, it's pretty much impossible to really catch someone unless they're like recorded themselves or something, right? But yeah, talking about how they can't really ban Burley either. No, it's like no, it's like how to say it? Hold on. Is it what? Like I can see the I don't know. It's like mixed. It's like are you trying to protect the lake or are you trying to like how do you say it? When it comes to the AI, right? We're basically talking about the logic behind it, right? It's like okay, cool. You're not allowed burley, makes sense, but you're allowed bait and shrimp, and then also you're releasing the trout into the lake to begin with. So it's like the AI is kind of talking to me. I'm talking to AI, and they're talking to me. We're basically talking about how it's like somewhat the rules are treating the lake like it's sacred, right? It's treating the lake like damn, you don't want to really do that to the fish, right? Because the behavior and stuff. But then at the same time, I was like, bro, they were literally farm trout meant to be put in the lake, meant to be catched, caught. So I was like, they really, it's interesting. It's like the rules are like intention don't. It's like they don't want you to catch. It's like how do you say it? It's like you found an OP method, but it's like no, you're not allowed to. You have to do it harder on purpose or something. So what? I don't know exactly. I think the logic was basically how I say it. Yeah, no, I think my logic stands. My logic stands 100%. It's basically like this, right? Sure, you're not allowed burley, but burley is the same as fishing with bait to begin with. You're just saving time. Like instead of doing like 50 casts, one handful of burley creates like the environment already. It's like, bro. And plus, like it's just over time, right? That's what I'm talking to AI about. I'm talking to AI basically how, like, if you're like looking at it from like a group of people's perspective, then creating the same effects is burley, right? But as if you're solo, then you basically, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll just think about it. I also need to think about the arc as well. Yeah, it's just the logic is a bit interesting. I mean, I understand banning the burley, but at the same time, it's like you might as well just ban bait. But then at the same time, oh, you don't want to ban bait because you want people to catch fish, so you dump fish. It's like it's uh, it's kind of like how to say it. It's like this, right? It's like okay, cool. It's kind of like this. Hold on, it's like this. You got like a it's like you got a bowl of rice, and it's basically like, hey, you're not allowed to use a spoon to eat the bowl of rice. You got to use chopsticks, and you have to eat the grains one by one. Or then it'll be, I was like, what? But then you gave me rice. Why don't I just use a spoon and eat the rice? No, you must use a chopstick one by one. What? That's kind of my. I wonder if that logic's. Let me check if that logic's Let me see if that logic is, or the metaphor, let's see. Tell me if this logic. It says apparently my was a perfect analogy. You've nailed the bureaucratic absurdity of the rules. To use your bowl of rice example, the law says, go, we want you to eat the rice, but the spoon slash burley is banned. It's too efficient. You'll finish the bowl too fast and you might spill some rice on the floor. Pollution. Chopsticks. Bait on a hook. It's allowed, it's slow, it's sporting, and if the grain falls off, we call it an accident. So why the bowl of rice logic feels off? Um, the efficiency tax. The spoon is banned because it's making fish too easy. Yeah, I think it's just a efficient. I think so. So basically, I'm so fixed on this. I'm so fixed. I'm so fixed on this is purely because of efficiency. Yeah, basically the rules are. It's basically nerfing me. Oh no, how do I say it? Yeah, I guess that's a good conclusion to it. Is basically that the rules exist to prevent you from being too efficient. Bruh, bruh. It's just a scaled version of efficiency, right? But my logic with the rice makes sense. Even the AI said the logic makes sense, right? Literally, someone gave you a bowl of rice, and you're not allowed to use a spoon to eat. You have to use chopsticks and eat it one by one. I was like, bro, why you have to just use like it's like basically just time efficiency, right? Because over time, you're gonna end up finishing the. So basically, it's like speed, right? It's like, bro, it's kind of like. Hold on, let me see if that analogy always work. It's kind of like driving, right? It's kind of like driving. You know, speed limit. Speed limit is this, but if you break it, you'll get to your location faster. So it's like yin and yang benefits and non-benefits and risks. No, no, I don't think the car analogy is that good because nah, but the rice analogy makes sense, right? It's like, bro, over time you're gonna eat the rice bowl anyways. It's kind of like it's like smurfing. It feels the logic, the talk behind the entire logic is kind of just like smurfing, right? It's like, hey, you're not allowed to don't do this because all the noobs. You need to give the noobs a chance. It's like getting nerfed. Yeah, it kind of is like that. Kind of is just like smurfing. Eh, kind of. Okay, sorry, this episode was a bit of a mess because I was too busy talking to AI and stuff. Pretty much to give you a recap of what I basically talked to AI, we basically talked about how one, making sure that Burley is actually not allowed. So Burley is not allowed at the lake, but shrimp and hook is allowed. So we literally is allowed, but then at the same time, the Burley rules are very unclear because technically you can only get in trouble. No, it's like it's really it's very vague. It's like okay, you're not allowed to keep a trout that was burleyed up, but at the same time, over time, people will burley that spot regardless because when you cast a shrimp on a hook, it's gonna fall off eventually, right? So burleying is purely just speeding it up. And then at the same time, oh, you got to protect the environment. But then at the same time, if you really care about the environment, then you wouldn't dump 500 trout into the lake. So it's like basically kind of like a nerf or something. It's how to say it. It's a lot of yin and yang battling, right? Because at the same time, it makes logical sense, right? You want to nerf so everyone has a chance, but at the same time, it's like very lack of efficiency. It's kind of like it is what it is. All right, well, sorry, this episode was a bit of a mess. I'll see you guys next time, though. Oh yeah, and I was going to talk about the ARC thing as well. ARC series needs to be adjusted as well, and I also kind of want to keep the video up, but I might have to edit me burleying it, or honestly, I will be absolutely fine if I just remove. I'm just gonna do it. Screw it, because like what? I already have the drone videos and the air vlogs, right? I already got the drone videos and the air vlogs. Who's gonna stop me? I've actually sped on camera from the air vlogs as well. Who's gonna stop me? I've said the word faggot. Said the word, all these. Said a whole bunch of words. Said talk smacked. You know, it's like these air vlogs. I'm sure there's like an air vlog where I said something even worse. So the plan is probably just to remove the Lake Rower and just yeah, that's what I'm gonna do actually. Just gonna remove the title name Lake Rower. I'm just gonna remove like just any. I'm just gonna remove the Lake Rower, right? Because then like what 2 years or like in the future, the video is just gonna show me catching a fish and that's about it, right? No one's gonna really care. So I want to keep the law there. I need to keep the law there. This video is also gonna be law, so yeah, if they get me, they get me. It is what it is. But they can get me for a lot more stuff, a lot more worse stuff, anyways. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna remove, just change the thumbnail, and remove the word lake. No, I'm just gonna remove the lake row thing. Yeah, might just do that instead. It's all good. Just gonna remove the lake row. Just get rid of the title name and change the thumbnail, and that's about it. All right, dude. Today was a mess. It's all good. So see you guys next time.